Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Michael J. Next here, and today I'll be doing a deep dive in the tragic demise of R&B singer Angie Stone. Angie Stone was a legendary R&B singer with a career that dates back from the 80s, with songs like No More Rain in This Cloud, Wish I Didn't Miss You, and More Than a Woman. Now, over the years, Angie was having problems with her record label as they were getting all the royalties from her music while she was left high and dry with nothing. She even went on Instagram to talk about it.
Whew. But God, I'm trying to keep from crying because the devil was very, very, very particular in targeting me. But anyway, I was rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well. Came to find out I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with the needle. It had went into my bloodstream and caused a staph infection of the blood. Now, I didn't have a clue that there was a blood infection until they rushed me into ICU. I went into ICU and I went to use the restroom and I passed out in the restroom. My oxygen went all the way down and rendered me basically unconscious. When I came back to, the nurses began to tell me that I was screaming for Jesus because when I went down, I'm sorry, I didn't know that, I didn't know what was happening. All I know is it was all of a sudden. And I began to praise God. To some degree, supposed to have your back, you're thinking that they're getting it all together for you. You know, that's why, I respect Oprah Winfrey in that respect when she said, do your own research. Just Stone, the celebrity, that I let a lot of important things slip through the cracks only because I didn't know any better. I worked very hard to take care of my kids as a single mother, and I'm being transparent. My kids' fathers just were not doing what they're supposed to do. So I had to step up and go in and do everything that I needed to do for my family, which is why I worked so hard, which is why I traveled so much, which is why I did shows, because at the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to.
So that was just a little bit from her live stream where she talked about her first near-death experience and her not getting her money's worth from the industry. And I wanted to play those clips specifically because before she died, she said she was under a spiritual warfare, and this must have been part of it. And more importantly, was how she was basically getting ripped off by the industry. Like, her songs were doing so well, they were really successful. She was a really successful artist, but she wasn't making any money. Like, she had nothing to show for it because the record labels industry kept stealing from her. Like, she didn't want to accuse them of stealing, but hell, I'll accuse them of stealing from her because they knew damn well it was supposed to be going to her, and they never once notified her about it. They just took the money and shut the hell up about it. So yeah, technically they did steal it.
Now, you done pissed me off.
Now, earlier this year, by the end of February, she was set to do performances. And about the performances, she wasn't just doing them because she wanted to. She did them because she needed to do them to get money, because that's where most of her money was coming from. I mean, like, the industry weren't paying her well, so she had to take it in her own hands to do it. That's why she said she worked so hard, because she needed money. Fast forward to March 1st. She was set to perform at a basketball game in Baltimore, Maryland. It was a 14-hour drive from where she was coming from Montgomery County, Alabama, specifically Mobile, Alabama. It was a 14-hour drive, and at about 4:25 in the morning, March 1st, she was in a car accident. Now, for this part, I'm going to pull up my notes so I don't leave out anything important. So, in the early hours of March 1st, she and her band members, so her and 9 other people, were traveling in a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van to Atlanta following a Mardi Gras concert in Mobile, Alabama. It overturned on Interstate 65, and where the van was hit by a Freightliner Cascadia semi-trailer truck while passengers were trying to exit. The van had actually rolled over 3 times and eventually crashed, killing Stone, and she was the only fatality. Everybody else lived. Do you know whose death that sounds similarly to? Left Eye from TLC. Remember, April 2002, she was in Honduras with her group, and that was also a car full of 10 people, and that she had swerved because some other car was coming her way, and she didn't want to hit nobody, so she swerved this way, and next thing you know, she ends up crashing into a ditch. She died instantly. Only she died. Everybody else lived. Doesn't that sound just like Left Eye? Like, compare the deaths of Left Eye and Angie Stone. You'll see similarities. And Left Eye was also under a spiritual attack. Like, she also felt like she was going to die. But Left Eye deserves her own video for another time, so I'm just going to put that out right now. But the truck that hit Angie, let me tell you, so she was hit by a truck driver. Now, most sites don't want to release the identity of the truck driver responsible for this, but courteous of this user on YouTube, here's the picture. This morning I was watching other people talk about this, and the video that I used the picture from was called Introvert Rockstar, so shout out to him, because this video is part of the reason I want to talk about it. And that company will also release Shady. Now, this truck company is owned by CRST, which, if you didn't know, are owned by criminals, and they treat their drivers badly. So the fact that a criminal-based company was responsible for taking Angie's life, that sounds similar to Aaliyah's plane crash, when the person who was hired to fly her plane was unqualified and had a rap sheet and was under the influence of drugs. We're connecting the dots. Even a witness to the crash went on TikTok and posted a video explaining her side of the story, and that she apparently didn't know that it was a famous person who was the victim of this, and that she later took her video down because she was getting accused of using this for attention, which I feel like she shouldn't have did that, because it didn't matter who the victim was, that her testimony was very crucial to getting answers. And now people are harassing her to take it down. What a load of shit.
Now, you done pissed me off.
Like, the authorities and people in charge of this just don't give a fuck about solving this case. And we're probably never going to get to the bottom of this, because whenever it's black people who lose their lives like this, whether it be black people or black famous artists, like, nobody's taking their case seriously. And there's always inconsistent information, missing information. Nothing makes any damn sense. And you can never find out the truth.
Now, you done pissed me off.
Well, I'm going to end this video right here. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you can always be notified whenever I post a new video. Rest in peace, Angie Stone. You will be missed, and your legacy will live on forever. And I pray that we will get to the bottom of this one day, and your case will be solved, and hopefully there will be justice served for Angie. I'm out. Bye.